Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Scumbags Movie Podcast. I'm Seth.
I'm Matt.
I'm Nick.
How's it going, boys?
Cracking.
It's getting hot.
Is it? Oh, is it like 100 over there already?
I don't even know anymore. I just kind of walk outside. It feels like I'm in an oven.
It's hot as shit.
A little hotter than those Iowa summers, I'd say.
Yeah, you know. Good weather talk.
What else is going on? What you working on anything, Matt? What's happening on your neck of the woods?
Nah, man, I'm just working, just putting in that summer work. You know, all the little kiddos are out of school, so.
Oh, I hate kids.
Let's go to the mall.
God,
We're gonna see. How's your short film coming along?
It's good. It's pretty much done. Just looking at a few festivals to send it in, getting some money for that, and then that will be all.
Cool. Send it over so we can check it out.
Of course, fam. Of course.
You know it's not even done.
It is.
It's the same as it was when we came and visited.
No. It's different. There's some things that are changed. It's good. What about you, Nicholas?
Oh, it's getting there.
How's
Just
that one
finishing
going?
up some minor things, and I'll send it over. But you know, been putting out a bunch of other stuff on the channel, so it's kind of taking a back seat at the moment. But
That's right. By the way, Seth, good vinyl update.
Oh, thanks. Check that out if you're for you vinyl heads out there.
yeah, you vinyl heads.
You
out
vinyl
there.
heads.
Yeah, good new content. You know,
Pushing it.
Lovers, or the music lovers might appreciate it. You know.
Hey, we're back. We're pushing that subscriber count up instead of down lately.
Trending upwards after a year.
It's the resurgence.
Yes. So if you like
Bluetooth
the channel,
is back, baby. Bluetooth's back.
if you like the channel,
No.
make sure to share it to all your friends
No,
and
of course
family, even your mother.
Yeah,
That's
hit
right.
that share button via Twitter, Instagram, or
Yeah,
Facebook.
and maybe hit the bell, because I didn't think that worked at first, but it seems like it's kind of an issue.
Yeah,
it is.
I don't see even when you guys post it on my personal thing, I don't see it. I have to
What
go
the
to it.
fuck?
So
Thanks, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
if you were gonna say that, dude.
Good content going on over there.
Good stuff.
All right,
Let's get into
jump into it, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, not so much news this week. Do we have any deaths? I can't think.
Who died? Oh, I mean Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Yes, he did.
Old man. That's pretty good.
Yeah, rest in peace, Rick Harrison Sr. The show will
Hey,
never be the same.
That Pawn Stars is very small. It's a small place.
Hi, I'm Rick Harrison. This is my son, Big Tits.
Hi, I'm Nick. This is Cinema Scumbags Podcast, and that's my joke.
That's true.
Joke stealer. You're
You
a
know
real
what?
Carlos Mencia.
I used to like that show, and recently watching it during lunches at work, that show is terrible.
Yeah,
I would say terrible. I mean, it's scripted as all hell.
Oh hell yeah.
It's interesting, I'd say that, but it's whatever.
Let me call my buddy who's an expert on dead reality stars.
Right, exactly. Why couldn't it have been Chum-Li instead?
Oh, it will be soon enough. I'm surprised it wasn't either.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump into some news that we had come across the desk the past couple weeks. Some big news that I, for one, am excited for. Ewan McGregor, our boy,
Yes.
the man.
Ewan.
It hasn't said that he is casted yet. He's in talks to play Danny Torrance in the, what is it, Seth? What's it called?
Dr. Sleep.
The sequel to The Shining?
Yes. The sequel to Stephen King's novel.
Okay.
Which is where I think the problem might be with this film. I don't know about it. I really don't know.
Well, I've read some of the synopsis of it. It's kind of goofy. So I'll read a little bit here real quick. The novel begins as Torrance carries the trauma of the Overlook Hotel into adulthood. He becomes a reflection of his murderous father, with lingering rage and a drinking problem that dulls his pain as well as his shining powers. Those powers return when he embraces sobriety and uses his gift to help the dying at a hospice.
Wow.
And then it says something about he establishes a psychic connection with a girl with extreme abilities. They're targeted by a scary group, and they've found that their powers grow if they inhale the steam that comes off others with the power to shine.
What's up with Stephen King, dude? I swear to God.
Like, I mean, I just don't know how this is going to work. I think people are going to think, oh, got a sequel to The Shining. Well, they're going to be expecting a sequel to
They're going to be so
Stanley Kubrick's film, you know? They're going to expect to see Ewan McGregor walking around the Overlook Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're not going to get it.
I don't know about this. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know how it's going to work.
Is Shelley Duvall coming back?
Shit.
Oh, well, she's on Dr. Phil and.
Oh, that's right.
No,
she's huge.
She's crazy. Well, it's being directed by a decent horror director, so that's a positive towards it. But I mean, do you think people are gonna go see it if like the trailer says from the same guy that brought you It, since that was so popular last year?
I mean, think about it. Like, unless you know, if the movie's just called Doctor Sleep and you see a trailer for it, how would you even know it's a sequel to The Shining?
Yeah, that's true.
You wouldn't.
I bet you. Yeah, I mean, I bet you they're going to deviate from the source material and link it a little more to the film. I don't know.
I hope so. That's. I think that'd be a better
it doesn't
idea.
Even sound like a horror film. It just sounds,
psychological.
The book has gotten good reviews and is acclaim, but
is it a newer book?
A few years ago.
Okay. Oh, 2013. I see that here.
Yeah. But I don't know, I just think people know Kubrick's version of The Shining,
Right.
You're not thinking, oh, I want to see a sequel to the book in film form. But I love Ewan McGregor, so
Ewan is the best.
Ewan.
You guys ever seen Trainspotting?
Oh, it's a good one, dude.
Dude, two of the best films. I love them.
They're really good, bro.
Okay.
Cool. You know what else is good? Robert Zemeckis, for the most part.
Give or take.
He's going to be directing an adaptation of The Witches.
Ooh.
I've never seen the original one by director Nicholas Roeg from such films as Don't Look Now and Walkabout.
The Walkabout.
Better than David Lynch.
Okay,
well,
I
yeah,
agree.
I mean, that's not saying much.
Yeah, I don't think none of us are huge Lynch fans.
No, I mean, no. But, Roald Dahl book, so...
It's a fucking weird movie.
Is it supposed to be a kid
Yeah.
genre?
Well, it was during that whole 90s when, like, they could get away with PG movies and scare the shit out of you. You know what I mean?
It was creepy.
It's frightening.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how it would hold up. I haven't seen it in years, but they use good practical effects, like when they transform and shit.
Yeah, it's dark.
I was like the fat British kid, Bruno, or whatever his name is.
Yeah. Bruno. They fucking
I'm Bruno.
Well, what's up? I'm Bruno.
Yeah, like just token, stereotypical fat, like Danish kid.
Every shot, he's eating like a pastry or something.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's creepy. I'm interested to see how they're gonna treat it.
An Angelica Houston classic.
He's had his fair share of, I wouldn't say kid movies, but like family friendly, like Back to the Future or Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see him jump back into that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see it.
And I'll bring it up just because it's popping up next to this. They put out Leo actually put out the first picture from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Ooh.
Thoughts?
Well, I didn't see it. Let me look it up.
I mean,
it's a
Leo
simple
D and Brad Pitt and some clothing.
Yeah, it's a simple picture, but I don't know. I mean, the more they talk about it, the bigger the cast gets. It's becoming a highly anticipated film for myself, at least. Oh yeah, that's cool, Nick. Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry.
No.
Why don't you research the shit before we?
Well, I didn't know you were. I'm sorry. I just wanted to see the picture. Yes, I'm excited for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else do you want?
Cool.
Fuck.
You,
Cast. It's a big ass cast. It's Tarantino. It's gonna be good. Dialogue will be good.
Did you see that picture of Leo D wearing a jacket?
wow, Leo. I'd fuck him.
Every person that Tarantino's worked with is in the movie. Cool.
I like Brad
Alright.
Pitt.
I do too.
Well, let's talk about a bigger story than that. Roseanne is not doing well these days. She's led a better life at different points, and looks like they're going to be continuing the show without her as the Connors. As you're the biggest fan out of all of us, what do you think?
I don't like this. I loved the show. I loved the reboot. Without getting into a political discussion, I think the consequences were a little bit harsh.
Well, what do you expect them to do? I mean,
I don't know.
Not lose the fucking show.
A little bit harsh.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
But no, I think they should just leave it. I don't know.
Well, they're doing it to save everyone else's jobs,
But in the new season, Roseanne really wasn't even the main character, anyways.
Yeah, it was.
She was just kind of there.
well, yeah, I mean, so I guess that makes it a little easier to... I mean, I'd be more interested to watch John Goodman anyway.
I just don't know what how are they gonna explain it? Is she gonna die in a car accident or something?
That's
a good point.
Or have a heart attack?
I'm sure
like Chet Hunter did.
I'm sure they'll figure. Shit. And
Roseanne
then he's
died that year.
and then he's a fucking ghost, like halfway into that series. It's so weird, dude.
Dude, Chet Hunter's death in Boy Meets World, so sad, so sad.
Yeah, you think he's gonna survive? Fucking dies.
And then they're all out in the waiting room. The doctor comes out and he's like, "Sorry, boys, we lost him."
That doctor was like so good. His heart wasn't strong enough.
Oh, fuck!
What's with everybody in the 90s being named Chet?
Chet.
Chet Stedman.
Chet.
Yeah, so, I mean...
I don't know about the Connors. I just don't know, man.
Yeah.
I get why they're doing it. She cost a lot of people their jobs, and
Yeah.
it was just like a ratings machine. But
They should do a Terminator reboot and call it The Connors.
don't get me started on those Terminator pictures.
Oh!
God,
she looks like fucking beef jerky.
What?
What franchise has a more fucked up timeline, Halloween or Terminator?
Oh God, yeah, Terminator.
Probably Terminator.
See, to me, Terminator ends at the end of Terminator 2.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
That's
into
it.
the whatever lava shit.
That's just like, God, it was fine, but I just don't know what they're doing now.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. We may have talked about it, but I don't remember her being involved in whatever they were doing.
Oh, it was like a last minute thing, probably.
That movie that came out a couple years ago, Genesis or whatever, like,
That sucked.
Emilia Clarke was doing like a Linda Hamilton impression. The one guy was trying to be like Robert Patrick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and he was Asian.
I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know what the story's going to be. Judgment Day never fucking happened. Why are we still talking about it?
I'm pretty sure it's about the machines taking over.
See, that's what you can get away with when you mess with time.
That's true.
Oh,
Just
man.
look at Cloverfield.
Oh God! I mean, they literally called it Paradox.
Okay, that shit sucked. I can't even defend that in any way. But
Can't wait for Overlord.
yeah, well, World War II.
Well,
I don't know.
Boyd.
if it's
I don't know
anything-
about Terminator. Just fucking give it a rest.
Seriously, I mean, James Cameron's got enough on his plate with these 17 Avatar sequels.
Yeah.
Oh man, and I don't understand how a fucking robot ages.
True.
Very astute.
That's a very good point you made there.
That's the biggest plot hole in the whole fucking franchise. Is that Arnold Schwarzenegger looks about 70.
I've been waiting for you.
So the machines age, their skin gets older, or
It's in the future. It's aging robots.
They're
Come
aging
on.
robots.
Oh my god.
Hello there.
Speaking of stupid sequels, did get a little bit of news about Space Jam 2.
God.
Now, what?
fuck yeah.
LeBron James.
Fuck yeah! I feel like this is going to be a giant commercial just to announce where he's going to go next.
Yeah.
Because
So
they're
what if it is?
because they're talking about how it's he's going to announce it on Instagram TV along with the next team he's going to play for. Like
I don't think it's
the trailer's going to come out.
Well, that's a smart marketing move, don't you think?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
definitely, but it doesn't make me want to see it.
I mean, I wonder. Fuck, I want to see it. You're crazy. Hope they bring back Wayne Knight to reprise the role of
Oh,
Stan
I'm sure they'll
Podolak.
get him. I'm sure he's
swear
not doing much.
I swear I thought he was dead.
I know, I
Wayne
seen the
Knight.
filmies. I'm like, I hope they get Stan Podolak back. He's like, I thought he was dead.
It's just so funny because everyone calls him Newman. But you, of course, you know
Stan
his real
Podolak.
Sorry, he's Wayne Knight.
name. Wayne Knight.
Yeah, I
Love his
mean,
role in Jurassic Park 2.
it's
Gotcha.
just it worked back in the 90s. Is it gonna work now? How many
Does anyone
kids
give a
watch
fuck
Looney
about Looney
Tunes
Tunes?
nowadays?
Oh, yeah, I don't know if the Looney Tunes are even a thing anymore.
Yeah, that's so strange.
So what's the plot going to be? What do you? I mean, is he going to fall into a golf hole
It's the
again,
same
or
shit,
what?
dude.
Now he's gonna. Well, that's a good question.
He's gonna be
What
texting
if-
and walking and falling like a sewer hole.
I hope they bring Danny DeVito back.
Danny DeVito.
What if? Well, he was in Space Jam.
Oh yeah, he was.
No, they're gonna try to. They're gonna
the
try to
main
get
guy.
all these current celebrities to be in it.
Yeah.
What if LeBron is on the Monstars and they get Jordan back to be in the Toon Squad?
That would be cool. And then there'll be like
The
a
monster.
it'll be like a whole big debate about who's better, LeBron or Jordan.
Not a fan of the Monstars over there, bud?
No. I appreciate it. I watched it.
Did
I
you
liked
like it?
I liked basketball at the time.
Shit, great Bill Murray film. Way better than Ghostbusters.
It is alive.
Da 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 da. I'm retired. My knees.
Gee. Good stuff. I did forget. We do have a couple questions on the Scum line.
Okay.
One of them is quite long. So
Just putting it out there right now.
So we'll let it play out.
Okay.
Any second.
Any day now.
It's coming.
Hey boys, what's going on? It's Nick from Toronto, Canada. Calling in, first time caller, long time listener. Never called in before, but I've listened to you guys since like, I don't know, 15th or 20th, I don't know, like the whole time. I've been listening to you guys figure you guys out for years ago, but been listening to a long time and I never touched base with you guys. So I figured now that you've brought it back, I'd call in. So we brought the Scum Line back, figured hand in hand with the Scum Line, why don't we bring back a great segment in the podcast?
Uh-oh.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Yes.
There we go.
Got free for you here if you're interested. Natalie Portman,
Oh.
Saoirse Ronan,
Mm.
and fucking what's her name? I can't fucking remember. That broad, Suspiria broad.
Dakota Johnson.
Oh,
Dakota.
Fucking Dakota Johnson. That's her name. Alright.
It's like
pretty
we're talking to him.
trifecta. I think that's a pretty good trifecta, eh? I mean, that's not bad. So do what you want with that. And a two-parter, a little bit of a movie question. I guess, like, in terms of modern films, I mean, maybe the last 3 years, I guess. We'll make that the number.
I love
what
this dude.
film over the last 3 or so years do you think will form a cult following? the other night I watched Annihilation, and that is a crazy fucking movie. I really don't know what to think about it. There's a lot of details to it. It doesn't really spoon feed the viewer many details. It's kind of a challenge. You kind of have to figure it out for yourself. And I know there's a dedicated, like, fan base of movie fanatics that will overanalyze that to the fucking up 10th degree. So I feel like that might be one of those films that might get overanalyzed and get turned into a cult following. So, what's your pick for that? Anyways, keep up the great work, boys. Great podcast. Great channel. And you guys are fucking great. Keep up the good work, and I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy.
Nice.
That's great.
Can we just get that guy to join, or?
Right?
Yeah, might as well. Shit. Thanks for the call,
What was his name?
Nick.
Nick.
Oh, we can't have two Nicks on here again.
Oh, we already did. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Okay.
It's interesting when these people call in and say they've listened for a long time and never called or commented or anything. You just never know who actually listens. But we did have a 2-part question, a fuck, marry, kill. Thank you for bringing that back. We had
Let's start with that.
we had Natalie Portman, Saoirse Ronan, and Dakota Johnson.
I think we all agree kill Dakota Johnson, right?
Yes. Very
Without
much
a doubt.
So. Yes, I would.
I mean, she's cool, but whatever.
I would marry Natalie and fuck Saoirse.
I would flip it. I'd fuck Natalie and marry Saoirse.
No.
Yeah. Because I want to hear that voice
Your
for
opinion's
the rest
wrong.
of my life. I know, apparently.
I'm going with Filmies on this one. Natalie's wife material.
That she is. And you could fuck her whenever you wanted.
Okay, but that goes... Okay, whatever. I'm done.
You're
Say
wrong.
about anything.
You're wrong.
Call me Ladybird.
But you can't listen to her voice, can ya?
Call me by
You can't listen to her voice all day long, can ya?
That's like straight up leprechaun Irish. There have to be Lucky Charms.
You can't listen to me, can ya?
Saoirse Ronan. And then part 2, what film do you think will, in like the past 3 years, do you think will gain a cult following?
I know we've talked about this to some degree, or
Yeah,
I've
probably.
said something about this before, but I can't remember what my answers were.
Well, I mean, on track with like movies that have come out recently that like you have to think about. Hereditary. I mean, I think that could get one of those followings.
I don't get it.
What? Why is he crying weird?
Brigsby Bear is going to be a cult hit.
All right.
Yeah?
I mean, that's a fair choice.
I agree. I think enough people start watching it.
I can get
Good
down
Time?
with that.
I think Good Time will become one, too.
Yes, good
Yeah.
time. I like that. I don't know. There's a lot I think that could fall into that. With those cult films, you never really know what's going to turn into one of those, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Good question.
Going in style. I think that's going to find its audience.
Good shit.
That was delightful.
Well, a good question. Thanks for calling in. Very entertaining.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
Yeah, that was a dope call. Thanks, brother.
And we have one more here. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Hey, what's up, guys? Son of Scumbags. What's going on? Been a while. Just want to know what's the movie you guys want on Blu-ray that's not on Blu-ray already? For me, it's definitely a Bronx Tale. Anyway, glad to see you guys back. And Nick and Seth, when are we gonna get a baseball podcast starting YouTube?
Yeah, dude.
Epic to hear you guys about baseball all the time. But you know what? I'll come be a guest on your show. Yeah, I'm talk about classic. It'd be cool. Anyway, stay scummy, guys. Glad to see you all back. Have a good rest of the summer.
Another couple of questions. For one, some movies you want on Blu-ray that aren't. We finally got the Problem Child movies on Blu-ray.
Finally.
Yeah, they're still $20.
Jesus.
Yeah, what's bullshit about that is that they're just straight DVD rips.
Yeah, that's
with no supplements.
Yeah,
so dumb.
There's no, that's just
wait
literally-
until who released it? It wasn't like Shout or anything, right?
probably some crap company because they were those. At least the first one was one of those Best Buy exclusive sort of movies.
Yeah, I feel like Shout Factory's gonna release it eventually.
As a dual pack, that'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Mm-hmm. I've always said the Village.
Oh yeah,
That one
that's
needs a
good one.
Blu-ray.
I think the Pianist. I think that'd be good. I think that's like destined for Criterion.
I was gonna
because
say that it
it's
hasn't hit Criterion yet.
It's
Like,
a Polanski movie, and
Yeah,
Palo Alto.
is that not on Blu-ray?
I gotta give that a rewatch now,
Yeah, you do.
but I can't because I gave it to you.
Yeah, you did.
And then, Seth, when are we gonna start doing a baseball podcast?
I don't know. We've talked about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've talked about it publicly, but we have talked about doing it. I mean, that'd be fun. I'd be down to do that. We'll chalk it up to it's been talked about. Yeah, we'll see what we can get going. And then I think we had one from our good buddy Dave a couple weeks ago. Let me see if I can get that. That was on a Twitter. So let me check here real quick. Actually, we got a grubby question that popped up a couple hours ago. What are some sequels that are better or just as good as the first? T2, Trainspotting, T2 Judgment Day, Dark Knight for me, all the best. Well, I mean, you said.
I think you
most
said
of
them all.
You said most of them right there. I mean, T2, Trainspotting is up there as one of the best.
Home
I
Alone
think.
2,
Home Alone 2, Toy Story 2,
Toy Story 2.
or Toy Story 3, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
like
like-
Toy Story 3 better than 2.
I like The Dark Knight Rises. I think that's solid.
Yeah.
All the Harry
What other
Potter
ones?
sequels, all the Lord of the Rings sequels.
True.
I mean, I don't think
The
people
Hobbit.
usually
What was the
talk
second
about
Hobbit?
A Desolation of Smaug. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
better than the first one.
That's way better than the first.
I think it's better than both of them. Yeah, I mean, those. When I think sequels, I think of like films that have only 2 movies. I never really
That's true.
process it that it could be literally any movie in the franchise.
Well,
like
but then
all-
it becomes like a trilogy. If it's more
Yeah,
than-
but they're
you know.
still sequels.
True. But yeah, I think those are like the main ones that always
Yeah.
pop up and stuff.
All the Harry Potter movies.
Some people like Halloween 2 better than Halloween.
And then we have one from somebody new. Got a nice picture there of Stevie G. Cool,
Okay.
cool. From Vincent Porter. Hey, fellas, I know you like your music, so I was just wondering if any of you guys like the Arctic Monkeys. Much love from Scotland.
Oh, thanks.
A Scot, eh?
Fucking Scott. Arctic Monkeys, not. I mean, yeah, I like them. I never had any of their albums or anything, but
I like a song or two, maybe.
yeah, I never turned the station when it was on. You know.
Yeah, I've never truly sought them out.
Yeah.
Never
I
really
might have
listened to him.
Yeah, I need to be able to listen to some of their albums, give it a chance.
And then back to the Dave one. I'd like to see Seth do a wing movie challenge, i.e., have him watch Lord of the Rings, and every time they say ring, Seth gets to eat a hot wing. Well, you'd be bubble gutty.
Good idea,
after a
Dave. I like
while.
that.
You'll be a little bubble gutty after that.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Seth died of sodium over.
Seth died that year of sodium overdose.
Count me in.
Cool.
You got to pay for the wings, though, Dave.
There you go.
There's always a
There's always a catch.
Yep. But yeah, thanks for the questions. Make sure to leave them on our Twitter or give us a call at the Scum line 213-444-3766, and we'll answer them on the podcast. And we'll jump into a couple trailers here that we have. One that I was a little hyped for, Creed 2.
Yeah. This is a follow-up to the very successful Creed.
And very surprising Creed.
Very surprising Creed.
I got a bit of the same vibe from this one as that first one. And I won't lie, I got some chills when I saw Drago on the back of his robe. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, looks to carry on the same tone from the first one, you know?
Well, I don't dislike any of the Rocky films, so hopefully this isn't the first one.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, Matt, you have any? You want to say anything?
It's yeah, it's fine.
I like
whatever.
movies.
It's whatever. I got chills in my dick when I saw Drago. Yeah, got it. I would have liked a little more Drago. Not gonna lie, you know.
Well, I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure we'll get a.
You know,
it's just a little taste.
Little tisty taste.
A little taste of Ivan.
Is this just gonna be like a and Stallone directed it?
Oh,
or
that's
No.
right.
No, he didn't direct it.
Okay,
No, I thought he would.
but it's not Coogler, right? He didn't direct it, right?
No, it's somebody different.
Stallone was gonna direct it.
Is it? Maybe it's the new Expendables he's directing.
Stephen Capel Jr.
Oh, well, hopefully he's capable.
Oh man, great director.
What did he do?
Oh, I don't know.
His credits include The Land, A Different Tree, and Prentice and Fury's Ice Cream Adventure.
Shut up.
Is that like the Ice Cream Man?
I don't know.
Shit.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't really know about that one. And then we had one called The Domestics with Kate Bosworth. In the future, a young couple must travel through a gang-ravaged and post-apocalyptic countryside in an attempt to get home. It looked pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I got like a little bit of a Mad Max...
A post-apocalyptic...
post-apocalyptic vibe. Directed by a guy named Mike P. Nelson, who hasn't directed a movie since 2006.
I prefer
Mike P. Nelson.
Craig T.
I
Nelson.
knew you were going to say that.
I prefer him when he's not in The Incredibles.
I didn't even know that was him. Holy shit.
Oh, you didn't know that was his voice?
No, not until the other day.
I forgot it was him. And then they showed him at the beginning of the movie. He's looking all decrepit.
Who does the voice of the mom? Sounds like fucking Reba McEntire.
It's
Holly
what's her
Hunter.
name? Yeah, Holly Hunter.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
You're into the mom or what?
What?
Nothing.
I mean, she's thick.
Yeah, that's true. She
And
got
the
those
cartoon.
childbearing hips.
There's childbearing.
That's some thick CGI.
So that one looks cool. We also had Beautiful Boy with... What?
That name is just funny. Sorry, go ahead.
With what? With Timothy Chalamet and Steve Carell. It looks like the kind of movie that if you ever had a tough relationship with your father, you're gonna fucking cry your eyes out.
Just watch Field of Dreams.
Just watch the way back.
I guess there can only be one movie about
Nah.
father struggles.
Nah.
The better Steve Carell movie, way back.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting water park movie.
Where does that rank on your water park genre movies?
I mean, it's interesting.
Well, it's up there with Action Park or Action Point. And
Oh yeah, Adventureland.
Yeah.
That is only right to do our top 5 water park movies.
Yeah, so that's that one. And then... Oh, Matt, go ahead and take it. Mandy.
Oh, Mandy.
Bright
Oh,
lights
buddy.
and synthy
Okay, ready?
colors.
80s synth. Red and blue lights. It's a horror movie. It doesn't make sense. I am
Fuck.
so in.
Right up your fucking alley.
Hey, you know what? Superhero movies, you guys, not you guys, but certain people love them. I happen to enjoy neon lights and synth music. Sorry.
And terrible
Okay,
plots.
whatever.
That's my
Well,
go-to.
like-
Tell me this doesn't look good, though, Nick.
No, I
Like-
think it does.
Yeah.
At least entertaining.
Yeah.
Like me.
Ooh, like me. My number 1 of the year so far, if you guys wanted to know.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ!
dumb.
How many? You probably that's probably the only movie you've seen this year.
No, I haven't. I've seen multiples.
You like it better than Hereditary?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But that's just
It's
me.
so good.
Sorry.
Hereditary was cool, but it made too much
I love
sense.
Hereditary. That's my number
For
2.
fuck's sake, quit watching House for the fucking 10th time. Try something else.
I've only watched House twice. Well, you know, can you even watch The French Connection? Maybe that would help.
I forgot about it.
Oh shit!
Phil,
Oh
Phil
shit!
always waits till 10 p.m. the night before to remind me.
Well, I didn't remember either.
What?
But at least I watched it.
No, you didn't. You half-assed had it on your phone.
No, I didn't. I watched it last night.
Well, okay. We'll let the audience think that.
Okay. Well,
But anyway,
I've also
Mandy.
seen it before.
I'm excited for it. I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
I like Nicolas Cage. I like him.
Do you?
What was the last movie he was? Yeah, I actually like Mom and Dad.
Oh, I didn't.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it was whatever.
I mean, it was fine. It was
I like the
entertaining.
idea. Selma Blair can still get it.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
his performance of Kick-Ass.
Oh, Kick-Ass is good.
Fucking
Joe.
Good call,
Who's
baby
that Joe?
doll.
that Ken Dobbin.
God, his fucking like oiled leather jacket he's wearing.
Good
God.
call, baby doll.
Good call, baby doll.
Shit.
Fucking transitions lenses. Get the fuck out of here. God.
That's fucking cringy.
Did you see it? Anyway, we're not gonna get it. This new one where he has the fucking things in his nose.
Oh, yeah.
He goes to like Hollywood Hills. Oh my god.
I've never seen such a try-hard in my life.
Oh my god. Gold
Yikes.
chain.
Oh my god.
Smelly goatee.
Ugh!
Good call, baby doll.
Oh, baby doll.
Oh,
I'm hanging
shit.
out with 20-year-olds.
That's funny.
Yuck.
Anyway.
Anyway, that's it for trailers. Let's talk some Blu-rays and theater releases.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's talk.
Coming to Blu-ray, July 3rd, 2018. An Arrow release. A remastered version of The Last House on the Left by Wes Craven.
Oh.
I'm kind of down to watch this one.
Ah!
I've actually only watched the remake. I haven't watched the original.
Never seen it.
Yeah, I heard there's a good rape scene in it, so you know.
My favorite.
Oh, wow.
What's your top raped your rape genre? Where's that?
Straw Dogs is pretty good.
Number one is Irreversible.
Oh, I bet. I don't know. Oh, you guys never watched what's that? Oh, fuck, the Criterion. With the
Anybody
old
seen
men.
Last Tango in Paris?
Oh, Salo?
Yeah,
Salo?
you guys haven't watched Salo, huh?
No.
I've skipped that one.
That movie is all rape.
Well, the name hints at it's as much. 120 Days of Sodom.
That's true. So yeah, that comes out to an Arrow release. Nice. Ooh, here we go. We got Blockers comes out. You guys remember Blockers?
I've heard it's this generation's super bad.
Oh, my.
Catherine Newton, Leslie Mann, John Cena, Graham Phillips.
Anything with John Cena is like an automatic no for me.
Yeah.
Not a
Blockers.
train wreck fan?
Nah.
Oh God.
Amy Schumer's a train wreck.
For you Criterion heads, we got Dietrich and von Sternberg in Hollywood Blu-ray.
Oh,
What
isn't
is
that
it?
like the set with a bunch of movies?
Yes, it's the 1930 to 1935.
Oh, you said
box
Dietrich.
But I was doing it with an
couldn't-
accent.
Yeah, I couldn't. It sounded like you were retarded.
Oh, interesting.
I did think that, but
Von Sternberg. Anyway, yeah, that's you can get that for $85 or just wait for the sale.
Holy shit, that sale should be coming up soon.
Yeah, have they announced that shit yet? Because
Nah.
need to pick up some Criterions.
My inside sources are saying mid-July to beginning of August.
Oh, okay. Any fans of
Blu-ray.com?
No,
Yeah,
I just made
exactly.
that. I made that up.
Blu-ray.com/forum/Blu-ray stuff. Okay.
Oh god, I can't read Blu-ray.com forums. A bunch of losers in there.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
horrendous.
It's the worst.
It's a riddle.
Every time, if you go to a thread about a movie, it's always some asshole who's like updating you on his package that's in the mail. He's like, I just checked the delivery status of my copy. Seems like it's stuck in Kentucky. Hope to have it today. You know, like, shut the fuck up.
Well, and like
fuck.
whenever they make a post about this week's releases, oh well, blockers for me this week. Haven't seen the others, but I'll check them out.
Like you don't have to buy something every week.
Well, and you don't have to tell people you're buying it every week.
Well, they love it. That's what they live for. Well, hopefully they'll like Wolf Cop. Fan of Wolf Cop? Anyone?
Wolfcock?
I like the first one.
Okay, well you can watch another Wolf Cop because it's coming out.
Wolfcock.
Okay, cool.
Called Another Wolf Cop.
Not something that I needed to follow up to, but
Neat.
That seems to be all that's really. Yeah. Wow. It's a dud. Dud of a week. Every week is a dud of a week.
Yeah.
Although I will say, since we're not doing it next week, on July 10th, A Quiet Place comes out, so I'll be picking that. There's a steelbook to it though. They got a new steelbook. No,
it was a good one.
Would you buy it or no?
Not for $20. Yeah, $10 for sure.
$10. Okay.
Cool.
Did you guys see that 2001 4K?
Ooh.
I know.
I like that artwork.
I love that red and black cover art.
Red and black go so good together.
Hell yeah, dude.
I mean, even the new trailer makes it look. It looks crisp. Like it looks clean.
I might have to get myself a 4K TV and a 4K player now.
Well, what would you rather have, a Criterion or a 4K?
Criterion.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
those suppies.
Yeah, I mean, the package that they have looks like it's Criterion quality. There's like a bunch of supplements, and you get some insert cards and a booklet and stuff.
It's I don't know. It looks cool. That's one that I'll splurge on.
Oh yeah.
Splooge on?
I'll splooge on.
That too. Stanley. So that's it?
God damn it. That's it.
Okay. A couple of theater releases. Actually, this first one's straight to DVD release. Seth, Escape Plan 2.
Oh
God. Who's the other guy? It's fucking Stallone and who now?
Dave Bautista.
Get the
There's a reason it's going straight to DVD.
yeah.
I told you
What's
I
the
get you
reason?
out. I told you I get you out of here.
Man, the first Escape Plan was good. Modern day action classic.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
See, you are so fucking annoying. One of those
Why?
guys.
I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, you think you're so cool because you fucking watch Showa and 8-hour World War II documentary.
You get so angry and you read things wrong. I said I'm glad you liked it.
You just think you're so above everybody.
I don't.
Typical letterbox user.
Ooh.
Nah.
You gonna start rating your shit with just hearts now or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna make some annoying, dumbass comments about movies. Who doesn't understand?
Be a letterbox comedian where you do a one sentence where you try and be funny for every review.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm best at.
Mediocres too.
See what I'm talking about? There's some bad ones on there.
Look, there's nothing wrong. What I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with watching something like Escape Plan, okay, and enjoying it for what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly. That's why I said I'm glad you enjoyed it.
No, you're being a smartass.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
Sensitive prick.
Oh, I'm not sensitive. You can't get to me.
You uncultured swine.
I can like Escape Plan if I want to.
You're just...
I like red and blue and techno.
Shove
synth.
Colonel Blimp's fucking... Shut up.
I've never even... Good one. I've never even seen Colonel Blimp.
It's on my list.
This looks like another modern-day action classic, Blackwater, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren.
Love me some Van Damme.
Lundgren.
A deep-cover operative awakens to find himself imprisoned in a CIA black site on a submarine.
This is like straight to...
I don't know.
Or?
I don't know, but it's popping up before Sicario Day of the Soldado. So.
Damn.
Yes, that's another one. Sicario Day of the Soldado.
This is getting good reviews.
Yeah, I mean, you like the first one?
I do.
I'll probably check this out because I like the first one as well. I'm bringing
How
back
was
two
it?
of the main characters for it.
Taylor Sheridan. What's his name?
Oh, he wrote it too.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I like violent cartel films.
I like. What's your rank on cartel films?
Sicario's up there.
I guess Sicario and Sicario.
I really like the modern day real life border issues we're having these days.
It really, you know.
Kids in cages and such. You know, it's really
Open borders,
stuff.
everyone. Open borders.
Looks like they added Catherine Keener and Matthew Modine in it, though. So there you go. That's cool. Catherine Keener, she's I watched her in 40-Year-Old Virgin not too long ago. It's interesting to see the path she's taken in her career.
Mm-hmm. She could still get it.
Then we have a movie called Woman Walks Ahead with Jessica Chastain, Sam Rockwell, Kieran Hines.
Okay.
The story follows Catherine Weldon, who moved from Brooklyn to the Standing Rock Reservation, Dakota Territory, to help Sioux chieftain Sitting Bull keep the land for his people. Sounds like Dances with Wolves.
Yeah. What year is it supposed to take place? During that time?
Yeah, around that time. Before the white man came and took over everything.
Ooh, okay.
And then we have a movie called Leave No Trace.
I think I've heard about this one.
Ben Foster.
Yeah.
Thomasin McKenzie.
I love fucking Ben Foster.
Yeah.
Do you? You love fucking him?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I do love fucking him. You just come in for the fucking jokes, don't you?
So ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about recent episodes. I've been in and out. I'm having technical difficulties with my equipment. I'm looking to upgrade here very soon.
A father and his 13-year-old daughter are living in a parasitical existence.
Sound it out.
Paradisiacal. What does it mean, Seth? Okay.
Oh, you just decided to go out now.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
My equipment is paradisiacal. A paradisiacal existence in a vast urban park in Portland, Oregon, when a small mistake derails their lives forever.
Thomasin
McKenzie.
Listen. Thomasin.
Cool.
Stuff.
Best film of the week. Right up your basketball alley there, Matt. Uncle Drew's coming out with Kyrie Irving.
Okay. I didn't know. Those just sound like words. What is that?
Kyrie Irving? The basketball player?
Who is that?
It's a basketball player.
Who's what?
Let me see if have you heard of Shaquille O'Neal?
I think so. Is that Shaq?
Yeah, he's making
Shaq.
His acting comeback.
Oh, okay.
Reggie Miller, Chris Webber.
Ooh, Reggie Miller's in it? He was my boy.
Reggie Miller's in there?
Indiana Pacers, baby, number 33.
Reggie Miller, Chris Webber, Lisa Leslie.
Okay.
They have Shaq's in this too? I want to see Kazam too.
Yeah, it's just like Kyrie Irving's dressed in old makeup. And he's good at basketball. I don't know. I don't really know what it's going for. Well, I know what it's going for. It's going for the ethnic audience. But
Terminator 2, Trainspotting 2, Kazam 2.
Up there with the best of the best. Right, I'm surprised you haven't heard of him. He's like one of the biggest basketball players there are.
Probably.
And then one more here. Ideal Home. Looks like a Netflix release, but I'm not sure. It's Paul Rudd and Steve Coogan.
Yep, it's a Netflix release.
A bickering gay couple must now deal with the unexpected task of raising a 10-year-old boy.
Yeah. I thought this came out already.
I don't know.
Yes. I'm going to have to say pass.
The tagline is, "These dads suck. Yeah, each other."
Yeah, I think that's the point.
Who's in this? Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd
and Steve Coogan. I'll see Paul Rudd as long as it's not Ant-Man.
I prefer Jackie Coogan.
True. True.
I prefer my Paul Rudd in Halloween 6.
Michael Myers.
I was Tommy Doyle.
I was Tommy Doyle. It was me, Tommy Doyle.
Tommy Doyle.
25 years ago. He came for me.
You like my computer? I have a Michael Myers wallpaper on my computer.
Oh my god. Oh crap. And then we have some September Criterion releases. I mean, they just keep putting these out. It's like every month there's more.
Jeez.
First
Basketball.
one we have. Oh, yes, that's the first one coming out. A brand new 2K restoration. First one, we've got an Andrei Tarkovsky film. And it's Andrei Rublev. I thought this one was a Criterion for some reason.
Seems like they're putting all his stuff out gradually.
Yeah, I mean, it's a biopic tracing the life of a renowned icon painter. I mean, it sounds boring as hell. I like the artwork, though, but what does that matter?
Well, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's all.
Buy a movie, buy the artwork.
It gets a brand new 2K restoration of the director's preferred 185-minute cut. Ooh. And a brand new 2K restoration of the original 205-minute version of the film.
You don't need Zequel, you just need that movie.
You just need Tarkovsky.
Tarkovsky.
205 minutes.
Looks like you get new interviews with an actor, a cinematographer. You get an interview with a film scholar, new video essay, and new English subtitle translation. There you go.
Okay.
Next up, My Man Godfrey, Carol Lombard and William.
Oh, is this a Gilbert Gottfried biopic?
Unfortunately, not. Sorry.
Rats.
A potent cocktail of romantic repartee and Depression-era social critique. An eccentric Manhattan socialite wins a society ball scavenger hunt after finding one of the items on the list, a lost man at a dump. Interesting. Gets a new digital restoration of the film. New piece about the film with jazz and film critic Gary Giddens, and new discussion with a director and a critic. Cool.
Oh, interesting.
We have a new Ingmar Bergman film coming, Scenes from a Marriage. I've heard of this one before. Scenes from a Marriage chronicles the many years of love and turmoil that bind Marianne and Johann, tracking their relationship through matrimony, infidelity, divorce, and subsequent partnerships. Oh, fuck. Originally conceived by director Ingmar Bergman as a 5-hour, 6-part television miniseries, the film is also presented in its 3-hour theatrical cut. Sounds like Fanny and Alexander.
Haven't seen that one yet.
It doesn't look like it's coming with anything new, not even a restoration. Just as a high-definition digital transfer. Cool.
Interesting.
Next up, A Raisin in the Sun.
Okay.
Was the first play by a black woman to be on Broadway and is now an immortal part of the theatrical canon. Sidney Poitier's in it. Cool.
Sidney Poitier?
Reprise their roles as members of an African-American family living in a cramped Chicago apartment in this deeply resonant tale of dreams deferred. Brand new 4K restoration, new interview with an author, new interview with a film scholar. And then last one, Cold Water. An acclaimed early work by Olivier Assayas, the long unavailable, deeply felt coming-of-age drama Cold Water can at last be seen in the United States. Revisits the outskirts of Paris in the 1970s, telling the story of teenage lovers whose rebellions against family and society threaten to tear them apart. Sounds like Romeo
Badlands.
and Juliet. Well, yeah, that's new 4K restoration, new interview with the director, new interview with the cinematographer. Slow month for Criterions, I'd say.
Yes.
I wish Andrei Rublev was like 3 hours shorter. I need to watch it, but
Who you fooling? You're gonna watch it.
That's a Saturday morning film.
yeah, seriously. Seriously.
Cup of coffee.
And my
Ingmar
favorite Bergman, that Scenes from a Marriage, that's on Filmstruck, and I think there's like a bunch of different parts to it. So you can just watch it for free on there.
Well, fuck.
Well, away from snobbiness of Criterion, we'll move on to our main topic. I think it's a bit of confusion with people that listen to our stuff that think that we're all about the snobby stuff and we don't like the big budget films. So we thought it was only right to take a we thought we'd go ahead and talk about some of our favorite big budget films and kind of get that stereotype out of the way. And
Avengers, Captain America.
God, Iron Man.
I love the Avengers. My God, Captain America is the greatest character in the history of film.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Black Panther was cool.
Spoiler alert, none of those are what we're talking about. So, I mean, right off the top, I mean, Lord of the Rings. We'll talk about that one. That's one of the greatest big budget films ever made. Series of films,
quite possibly the best.
They were not cheap to make.
They were
No.
They were not. It seems that they were only $260 million to make, all three of them. That's kind of crazy.
Shit.
Kind of surprising. I mean, I think what makes those
for the
films
time
good,
though.
For the time. It was before they started pumping out movies every year.
Yeah.
I think what made them interesting though is the lore and the world that it created. Like all these movies.
Well, it was the first time. I mean, that was one of the first times that a book like that, was able to be depicted on screen.
Right. And it was done successfully and interestingly, and there was so much to it. Like the characters are great, and it's not cheap and shallow.
No,
like a lot of these are. There was a lot to it, which
it took its time.
Yeah,
to kind of tell the story and lay out the characters and everything. And
I mean, those extended editions are 4 hours each, but those are like easy 4 hours.
Yeah, I need to go through those. It's been a while.
You're just so engrossed by the world that Peter Jackson, put to film.
No, The Hobbit, on the other hand.
Yeah, The Hobbit, on the other hand, those were definitely like cash grab, half-assed pieces.
It could have been all done in one movie.
I mean, the difference between Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit is night and day.
Yeah,
and that's kind of the topic of the film. I mean, or the topic of this discussion is like that's exactly what we're talking about. As far
The Hobbit's fun, but more of like a CGI action,
mindless, romp with like a bunch of nods to the films that everybody loves.
It's hard to split one book into 3 movies.
That was kind of silly. That was a studio thing. They made them do that. Well, I mean, another set of movies that like really did well building the world and the characters, Harry Potter. I mean, fuck.
I have to agree. Yeah,
those are
great films.
Yeah, see, it's always interesting when somebody can make a big budget film into like just a good film in general, not like a CGI schlock fest. Like you can make a film interesting with characters and story.
And also too, even though I still need to watch like the last one, the fact that there's different directors for each, you know what I mean, but they're able to kind of keep it coherent.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I think I was
gonna say. Like you have 1 and 2, directed by Chris Columbus. That they were the early stages, like the kiddie ones. And then you couldn't have that the whole. He was supposed to direct all of them too. That would have been strange. And then for 3, you come in with Alfonso Cuarón, who took a dark turn with it. And then in 4th, Goblet of Fire, you had Mike Newell come in, who he did his own thing. He's the one that I think really took it in that dark direction, because that's when things really start to happen.
Yeah, that's the 4th movie is kind of when it starts to get a little more serious.
Yeah, and then 5 through 8 were all directed by David Yates, and they all have that same dark feeling, which I think is good. I think it all worked out pretty well.
Yeah, those are all good movies.
I mean, how many of these 2-part finales have actually been good, like both movies?
True. Not very many, if any.
I think they were, if I'm not mistaken, they were the first one to do it, and I think they did it the best.
So Matt, you've seen them all except the last one?
The last two. I need to watch that.
The last one
is
is
the best shit.
But I want to buy the because I don't have them. I was borrowing them, but I want to buy the Blu-ray set to watch it. So,
I mean, the last one is like a massive.
I know, and everyone tells me it's the last ones are like the best.
You fucking sit through every movie waiting for that Voldemort Harry showdown.
I know.
And then it finally happens, and
it does not disappoint though.
Yeah, I mean that's a credit to that.
What's your guys' favorite from the franchise?
I love the last one.
I think the last one is the best. Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
But other than that, probably 3. Prisoner of Azkaban.
See, I think that's the weakest, but I didn't really like the book either. I mean, I like it, but even when I read the book as a kid, I'm like, oh my god.
See, it's like picking your favorite child. It's like
true.
They're all like, they're all great.
And like the first one is definitely a kiddie movie, but I love it because it's where it starts.
It's whimsical. It has that magical feeling.
I mean, I remember watching that for the first time, and like my whole world was changed. Like my life was changed.
Well, bless my soul. It's Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Doors clock, Mr. Potter. Can't believe I'm meeting you at last.
We'll take the law. Whoa.
No thanks. I'm all set.
Good shit. Good shit. Very quotable too.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think what's good is most of the characters stayed the same. Like all the actors stayed the same.
Excuse me?
It was.
Do you know where I might be able to find platform 9 3/4? Platform 9 3/4. Think you're being funny, do you?
Platform 9 3/4. Think you're being funny, do you? No, I mean, obviously, I think it was a strange decision to cast Richard Harris as Dumbledore early on because he was already old. Like
he was decrepit in the first.
And he only made it
decrepit.
Alas, Metamucil.
Alas,
osteoporosis.
Dementia. Alas, cataracts.
Change of decoration is in order.
Glaucomia, dementia.
Wait, who won the House Cup?
I'm surprised Draco didn't run up and like Avada Kedavra him right there. It's fucking bullshit.
Oh, yeah. You know, if those kids would have known about that spell right at the beginning, it would have just been one movie and over with.
Oh yeah, I mean it would have been done for. But it is not.
So good.
It is. I mean, what are some others you guys like?
Well, some that jump into my mind recently are it's the new Planet of the Apes.
Oh, perfect.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
those were
budget.
Those were very surprising.
Great films. It's a great trilogy.
I think that I mean it's another case of good characters and like story where you focus on that over action and explosions. You know, you can. I love an action movie that you can. There's some substance to it as well.
So you don't like Arnold hanging out the back of a helicopter and escape plan shooting a machine gun?
No, that was cool. That was awesome.
Fair enough.
But it's also, good to have.
So you don't like Arnold?
I was trying to see where that was going. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on the 007 movies?
Oh, I haven't watched a ton of them.
I've only seen a few. I love GoldenEye. I've seen some of the older ones. But
yeah, I mean, I think Pierce Brosnan. That's my favorite.
To me, that's James Bond. He's 007.
I think the Daniel Craig stuff, like he revamped it.
No, there's definitely good ones in there. I think Skyfall is probably the best.
Skyfall is really good
out of all of them. But I don't know what I was going to say.
I'm just not into like the character, or like that thing to really want to watch those movies.
Yeah, I mean he's kind of a simple character for the most part. He
like espionage shit. Like I'm not really a huge.
Yeah,
not a huge espionage genre.
It's hard for me to watch all those because he's going to win every time.
Yeah, I mean, that's
true. That's a good point.
You kind of go in to see like what the newest stunt is. It's like every time you watch a Mission Impossible movie.
That's what I kind of equate it to. You know what I mean? Like,
which I mean, I like those. I think
I don't need to see Tom Cruise fucking flying off a building and he's doing his own stunts. I'm good.
I mean, I think the fourth one, Ghost Protocol. I think that's like up there as far as action films. quality-wise. But I mean, with 007, there's a bunch of junk in there. I think a lot of the Roger Moore ones, especially, those are like 80s cheese.
Do you have that set? Do you have that Bond set?
Yeah, I've had that one since that was like one of the early sets I got when I started collecting.
I remember that's what everyone wanted, like during that whole era of movie.
Yeah,
Blu-ray.
It's a nice set.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, big one, Titanic. That's
a blockbuster.
Huge budget and great fucking movie.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
We'll just go down. I'll go down like the top few or so of like the most expensive movies ever made.
Okay.
So the most expensive movie ever made is Pirates of the Caribbean: On Stranger Tides, and that was $378 million.
Jesus Christ.
I've never seen any of those.
I've seen like
one's
2.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I've seen like the first 2.
And then the next one's 3. Oh shit, this is just disgusting. Number 2 is Age of Ultron.
Damn.
Number 3 is Infinity War. And those were $365 million and $316 million, respectively. And then Pirates of the Caribbean is number 4, $300 million, and then Justice League is tied with it at $300 million.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that is disgusting. That's
Release the Snyder Cut.
What I think is so stupid about that is that there is no Snyder Cut.
You have to believe there's a Snyder Cut.
It's like Santa. You just have to believe.
Yeah. If you put it out into the world, it will appear.
And then recently, Solo, $275 million. John Carter, which was like one of the biggest busts ever.
Daryl Sabara classic.
Is he in that?
Yeah.
Oh
Jesus.
my god.
It's not a bad movie.
Dawn of Justice, Tangled, The Force Awakens, Spider-Man 3, Beauty and the Beast, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I mean, it just... Ugh, crazy. It's
CGI fest.
Oh, yeah.
God,
That's
John
where all the money
Carter.
goes,
That
man.
movie is fucking weird. Like, just so much money, but you never hear about it or anything.
Yeah, true. Adjusted for inflation, Titanic is number 5 at $305 million.
But they fucking like broke some, like technological advances and shit during that movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, that makes sense. Like,
Titanic was a technical achievement.
yeah.
It still looks good, too.
Yeah, I mean, it pushed forward the CGI. These movies.
What did
just
Age of Ultron do?
It sucked for one. It lives in that CGI world. It doesn't do anything to further it. A couple others adjusted for inflation. Waterworld. I know that was a big bust.
Good one.
King Kong from 2005.
Peter
Not
Jackson's
bad.
King Kong. Okay.
I like that one.
Yeah, I do
That
too.
was good. Oh God, Wild Wild West.
Welcome to the Wild Wild West.
Going straight to the Wild Wild West.
I'd never realized that wheelchair guy and that was Kenneth Branagh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gee, it goes from that to playing
Hamlet.
Gilderoy Lockhart.
Fucking
Oh,
Hamlet.
my God.
Yeah, right? That's crazy. Cleopatra from 1963. Back then it cost $31 million, but in today's money, $249 million.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean CGI. Those are all the movies that are gonna
Eat up your
Is
cost.
Jurassic Park up there and all?
I don't see it.
Because, I mean, I know for the time, kind of like Titanic, that was one of the first movies to really show off the power of, like, computer-generated imagery.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park fallen box office.
I saw it twice.
I think their inclusion of a lot of animatronics helped keep the budget down.
That's true.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. No, I don't want the book.
I mean, at that time, though, when they're running through the field from those, I don't know what you would call those dinosaurs, that stampede of dinosaurs, that was pretty groundbreaking.
Oh yeah. The budget was only $63 million.
Well, they probably saved a lot too with the animatronic part of the dinosaurs as much as they could.
And I mean, was there any
that movie still fucking holds up?
Huge giant star in that movie though? Like Goldblum wasn't that big yet, was he?
Oh
No,
yeah,
I
I
don't
get what you're
think
saying.
so.
Yeah,
Samuel L.
Yeah,
Jackson was one of his first movies.
that's true. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, any others that you can think of?
All those all the Pixar movies.
Oh yeah, those
Those have been considered
those do cost a lot to make. Yeah, I mean,
Incredibles.
incredible.
Incredibles. Yeah, I mean, moral of the story is we don't hate big budget films. We're not like I don't know.
No, there's good ones.
Snobs
I mean,
it's just most of them are all about the action and less about anything else.
I just can't get excited for a new comic book movie every 3 months. I don't.
Yeah, it's just gotten
especially
way
when
burned
you
out.
know they're gonna win every time.
Right. But they lost at the end of the new one.
Yeah, but
So
guess
many
what?
people die in it. They're probably gonna come back to life.
Yeah, have you ever heard of Doctor Strange?
Guess what? They're comic books, and there are no rules to comic books.
Guess what? Tom Holland announced a new Spider-Man movie, so he's coming back, you fucking idiots.
I thought Spidey was dead forever.
I cried so hard.
Oh, dude. Oh, God.
How did Dave like that?
Well, how
Oh
do
my
you
God.
think?
No, I mean, did he love it?
Of
Did
course
he have any gripes with it? Yeah, he
Oh,
loved it.
Dave loves all that shit.
No, he doesn't find gripes with those movies.
And he's listening right now. What's up, Dave?
Well, that's fine. I mean, that's the point.
No, it isn't. If you give
He's allowed his opinion.
If you give Infinity Wars 5 stars, well, you're wrong.
You're just wrong.
Yeah, your opinion is invalid.
Sorry,
Okay.
sir, but I'm afraid you're mistaken.
We're looking for a good movie.
uh,
Speaking of good movie, first time watch.
First time watch.
tell me about it, boys.
Oh boy, it was a good one.
Oh
So-
man, it was so cool.
Seth, what did you think of The French Connection?
I haven't seen it.
Well, I like your honesty. Let me get the page up here. What year was this, Matt?
Let's look. It's gotta be 60s, 70s.
It was
The
70s.
synopsis is a pair of New York cops in the Narcotics Bureau stumble onto a drug smuggling job with a French connection.
No.
Yes.
But where did the French connect it?
But what was the French connection?
Where was it connected to?
Right off the back, let me just tell you. This movie is action-packed, Pee-wee.
Oh, I mean, this is like real action. Like, and a lot of it's guerrilla filmmaking too.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess you would call it handy-cam shit or whatever.
A lot of that.
Oh, yeah, almost all of it. A ton of great, like, chases in this movie.
So yeah, I mean, we'll talk about like just the filmmaking in general. I think like the cinematography was great. It's like a movie all about trailing and chasing, and so there's these shots where it's focused on the character that they're looking at, but you don't realize anything else. So when they do like a quick zoom, and you see Gene Hackman in the back just watching them the whole time, you had no idea he was there.
Yeah.
It's like
There's just
really-
like it's got to be like 10 minutes long, 10 or 15 minutes long part where Gene Hackman's just like tailing this one of the main guys, and it's just like, yeah, like you said, like you don't really see him until they kind of zoom to him or whatever, and he literally chases them throughout all of New York in the subway and stuff like that. He gets on like the subway, gets off the subway. It's really cool how they do it.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole chase, right? So the chase starts out where Gene Hackman's walking, and this is a scene that's in Big, where he's watching the movie in the hotel
that's right.
room. And he's just walking, and the lady gets sniped because they're trying to snipe him. And it ends up starting from there. He goes up the building, and the guy's already down. He's going to the the subway, and it goes from there to the subway to a car chase to, I mean.
So like he's on the subway while fucking Gene Hackman gets in the car and is like trying to go to each exit of each subway to see if he's gonna get off. So it's like you're watching two different things at once. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's like real action too. I mean, he's speeding through the streets, and it's all like guerrilla filmmaking. I was watching something earlier today where they were talking about they didn't have permits for a lot of scenes. So, for example, that scene where there's a traffic jam and they're running around in the traffic jam, they actually had a few people stop their cars in the middle of the street and create a traffic jam just for that, without permits, without any sort of. It was like a real traffic jam that they were running through.
That's what I was wondering too, because there are some shots, where like it just looks like voyeuristic, like they couldn't have had like a whole camera crew or whatever. On there.
Yeah, I mean that's
even like the beginning, the opening scene where Gene Hackman's chasing down the drug guy, and it's just like you're just watching them run. Looks very like natural, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Well, they wanted to employ like a documentary style to it, to where it seems real. Like when he's chasing him in the subway, that's guerrilla filmmaking.
Oh yeah,
that's all real. Well, I guess we didn't really talk about. It was directed by William Friedkin, which, in all honesty, like when I think of him, I think of a horror director. I think of The Exorcist. So it's strange to see him direct something different.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think he does that genre better than he does horror, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I mean, I haven't seen a ton of other stuff that he's done horror wise, like Killer Joe. I think he did.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
That recent movie?
I think so.
But it stars Gene Hackman and Roy Scheider. It was a real story that actually happened. It was the first R-rated movie to win Best Picture, and it also won for Best Actor, Best Director, Film Editing, and Best Adapted Screenplay. Yeah, I mean the editing is so good.
It's great. There's another good scene. There's just a bunch of good scenes, but when they're trying to find the car, they're ripping the car apart, and they're trying to find where they're hiding the was it the money or the drugs? I don't remember, but and they just literally like take the whole car apart,
looking for the drugs.
and then they figure out that it weighed different than it did when they brought it in, so for sure it's there, you know what I mean? They just don't know where it was. So it's kind of cool because you're kind of playing along like, fuck dude, like they're checking everything, and I don't know where it? Yeah, like I don't know where the hell it would be at. So I thought that was kind of cool too.
Yeah, I mean the tailing scenes were great because there's that subtle music in the background that just raises the tension. Fuck, I don't know. I was just. It was better. Movie. It was the better Gene Hackman film. There was really there's really no slow parts to it.
No, yeah. I'm trying to think. Like I was never like bored. I was never bored by it. There's always something, Even if it's like a small, like he's tailing them in New York, and then there's a full blown chase, every now and then, or I don't know. It's just really good.
Great. And I mean the car chase in it is, a lot of the times
one of the best
ever. And I guess they got the people that did the chase from Bullet. And,
that's what I was gonna say. Have you watched Bullet before?
Yeah.
That chase, they both. I mean, Ronan's another one, like we were talking about, but the Bullet chase is great.
Yeah, I mean, just it was like a budget movie, so the ways around
getting shit done.
The things they did, to get shit done was really interesting. It's a goodie. I hope you do check it out. Yeah, I hope you do check it out at some point.
I'm so ashamed of myself that having it in my collection for so long I never watched it.
Roy Scheider, love that guy.
Yeah, he's kind of subdued in it too, which is cool.
Yeah, it's like he's not in it very much.
He takes like the back. Yeah, he takes like the back seat a lot.
What's next in our 1970s Gene Hackman crime film series?
Superman.
Well, not Gene Hackman this time. There seems to be a connection between each film that we end up doing. The connection with French Connection, and the next one is Roy Scheider. So we're going to be watching a 1976 film, Marathon Man, starring Dustin Hoffman, Laurence Olivier, and Roy Scheider. It's on Hulu, for those of you that do want to check it out with us. Let me see if I can find a quick synopsis of it without a spoil.
Oh.
I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, I mean, I love Dustin
I know
Hoffman.
why you like this movie.
Why? I haven't read anything about it.
The IMDb synopsis. A graduate history student is unwittingly caught in the middle of an international conspiracy involving stolen diamonds and an exiled Nazi war criminal.
Oh my god.
And a rogue government agent.
I had no idea
If
what it was
Nazis
about.
are in it, I must watch.
I had no idea what it's
I
about.
must watch ye, my Nazis.
I just like Dustin Hoffman.
He's good. I'm excited. It's on Hulu, you said?
It is, yes. I like the I like the tagline here. A thriller.
Okay. Straight to the point.
Yeah, directed by John Schlesinger, who did Midnight Cowboy, Sunday Bloody Sunday, Darling. Cool. Midnight Cowboy, that's one I want to pick up during the Criterion sale coming up.
Criterion sale.
Yeah, so
Okay.
for those who want to join along with us, we'll be watching Marathon Man. Any closing thoughts?
Is that it? Wrapping it up?
Sounds like Seth isn't here, so go ahead and...
Oh.
I'm back.
Oh, cool.
It's ridiculous. Need to get my shit fixed. So Marathon Man next time, though, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna watch that one.
Cool. Let's shut it down.
All right, guys. It's another episode. I think that was like 115 or something like that.
Wow.
Doing good. A lot of good content still going on in the Slacker Media channel. Just did a vinyl update. A lot of good Blu-ray videos. Matt recently did a Blu-ray video. Got some updates on there. A lot of good stuff, so check that out if you haven't. Keep calling into that scum line, leaving your questions, comments. Thank you guys for listening, and as always, go fuck yourselves.